Welcome back to The Division 2. I've just sat there for 20 minutes recording a commentary and I don't want my video to be that long. So I'm going to do the commentary all over again. This is about the Warlords expansion for The Division 2 and how the developers completely screwed it up. Bear in mind, this is not a complaint. I'm not sitting here wasting my time whinging about this. I'm getting on, trying to think of other videos to do to help you guys out with the expansion for when they do fix it. But this is literally just my first impressions and how the developers had one job and they completely ruined it. So, the New York expansion was set to release on March 3rd. That was the initial plan. Then all of a sudden, PC players were told, you guys can have it early. I pre-ordered on the Xbox and then I played the free weekend on PC, absolutely loved it, so I managed to pick up the Division 2 base game for £2.50 off Uplay. Then I thought, why not? Let's go and get the Warlords expansion on there too. I can get some early footage, not give away any spoilers or anything, but get some content out early to help you guys out. I sat there patiently, bearing in mind, this isn't the devs' fault, but bear in mind, I was awake at this stage, I've had some sleep now, but I was awake at this stage for around 20 hours. I completely messed up my sleeping pattern, waiting for this expansion, and then everything just did not go to plan. But it hit 8:30 in the morning when they started the maintenance and everything was going smooth. And then 2.5 hours later, at 11 AM, when they were supposed to go live, they said we need another 30 minutes. That's fine, okay, you want to polish it up, go for it. 11:30 hits, they say we need an additional 30 minutes. Okay, do what you gotta do, but just don't keep delaying it, get this out because you did state 11 AM. And then midday hits and we don't hear another word from them. We just wait an extra 45 minutes of spamming that spacebar trying to get into the servers and it doesn't work. Echo 2, Echo 7, Echo 2, Echo 7, Echo 2, Echo 7. And when I think about all of this, it just brings a famous meme-like phrase to mind, and that's Todd Howard standing on stage during the reveal of Fallout 76 saying, "It just works." No, it fucking doesn't. And then I find out that Xbox and PS4 players had early access and PC players didn't, so the tables had completely turned. I load up my Xbox because I bought the expansion across both platforms and I travel with the pilot over to New York. I run through the intro mission. It's similar to how the base game works. You have to traverse, you go to the city hall. This isn't a spoiler, by the way. It's not going to ruin any of the storyline, but you go to the city hall, you clear out a few enemies, you get your first couple of drops, you make your way to the base of operations. We already know all of that stuff. It's basically a tutorial to welcome you to the area. So we get to Haven, the new base of operations. I get my hands on the Covert Hunter outfit. Please, devs, change the colour of those pants. Or if you are wanting nicer looking pants, then open apparel caches until you get the midnight ones. They look a lot better. And after all of that, you team up with your friends. So Con and Pete joined me and we made our way to go and start this Keener campaign. And this is where everything went from an absolute buzz to a very down low, very, very low. We make it to the first safe house. We try and talk to the leader. That interaction doesn't work, so we can't actually start the first mission. So we go and we liberate the area just to see if that makes a difference. We resupply control point officers. We take down 3 activities and we find ourselves 5 Shade Tech caches. We go back to the safe house and at this point, PC players still aren't getting in and we find out that it's bugged. Bearing in mind though, these developers worked their fucking asses off yesterday trying to fix all the problems with this. And yeah, it might originally be their fault and stuff, but they did try their hardest to get everything working, so credit does have to go for them. They spent their entire workday trying to fix it for us so that we could play it, and console players weren't even supposed to be playing at that time, so everyone on Xbox and PS4 should be counting themselves lucky. PC players not so much because they were supposed to play. But you can't interact, so what did me, Pete and Con do? We went around and explored the whole of the New York map just to get it all uncovered because you have this fog of war system where everywhere is undiscovered. You actually have to go around and manually unlock it all. So we got the entire map minus the top right corner because that's actually a mission area. But we essentially got the entire map discovered, which was good. We didn't have to do that now, and when it was fixed, we could just focus the campaign. Then we could get our grind on in the end game. So we carried on progressing through levels very slowly because we were just doing activities like control points and stuff, but we were making progress, getting some very decent drops. To anyone complaining about your builds being scuffed, just play through the expansion. If you don't have the expansion, I don't know what you can do at level 30. But if you do have Warlords, then get your ass over to New York and just literally find a couple of loot drops, because I can guarantee you that loot will be better than anything you have ever grinded for. Our builds right now at level 35 are insane, and they are not optimized in any way, shape or form. But we discovered the whole map. We were doing all the activities, trying to get a couple of levels here and there. Then all of a sudden I was trying to catch up to Con and Pete, and I went down. Neither of them were able to get back to me, so I respawned at the safe house. I tried interacting with the leader, just on the off chance that it would work, and it did. So we went and we took down our first lieutenant. We got ourselves the explosive sticky bomb, and a couple of named items with some god rolls in there. Con was even lucky enough to get himself a double god rolled piece, which was insane to see when he sent over a picture. But that was that done. First lieutenant down. We went to try the second lieutenant, and it didn't work. Back to square one. The devs were tweeting and keeping us in the loop, saying they're trying to work on a fix, but they weren't able to do it, so they left us with, we will post an unscheduled maintenance tomorrow between 8:30 and 11:30 AM in the UK, and we will try to fix it, but it's not a guarantee we can fix this problem just yet. So when we're supposed to be enjoying it, we still can't. There are a lot of other bugs being experienced. I got stuck in an unplayable area, so I was just forced in and out of a respawn loading screen. But then I was lucky enough to combat roll out of it, so I got away with that one. There's a lot of things going on, and the developers had one job. They've made this entire expansion. It looks incredible. The playtime and the experience I did manage to get was insane. I can't wait to get to the end game and put on some, change the global difficulty, whack on some directive settings. It's going to be an absolute blast. But these developers had one job, and they royally fucked it. The core function of it doesn't actually work. The campaign is the biggest part of this expansion, because when you begin your expansion experience, as soon as you go to New York, you are not allowed back to DC until you've completed this campaign. So we're all stuck in New York until this shit is fixed. So it's an absolute nightmare. We're currently stuck until further notice, but it has been fun. So what I'm going to do is leave the video there. It's going to be fairly long, but it's actually less than half of the original recording I did. So the campaign is fully broken at the moment. I mean, some players might have found a bypass, but for the majority of us, if not all of us, it's broken. There are a lot of other bugs involved. Everyone's builds have been shafted, but we do have much stronger builds to come when we actually hit level 40. And overall, when this is fixed, this expansion will be insane. So that's going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, and all that good stuff in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.